Come on in. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I just wanted to thank you for coming in today. Our meeting is just kind of going to be a little bit asking a couple questions about the company to figure out what you guys need coming up for this year and then what we can do to help you. So do you mind if I take some notes while I ask these questions? Is that okay?
Sure, go ahead. And thank you again for having me in here. This is going to be a huge help for us, and hopefully with this we can really help our business go to the next level.
Yeah, of course. I just wanted to get a couple things out of the way. But the first thing I wanted to start off with was that I've seen your company has been growing and pulling in a lot of different people in, like new customers and new people at the ballpark. So, what do you think has been like the biggest draw for the company?
I think my biggest draw is, I guess in a way, it's how unconventional our kind of bar is. We're not the kind of bar that's going to serve your basic craft beers, basic anything that's on tap. We like to sell the imported beer. We like to do our local Cincinnati especially. And being able to get those people that not only just like to have beer in general, but those who like to adventure out and try new kinds of beer and new different companies. Like I said, with our local beer, and especially being in the Cincinnati area and at the Cincinnati Reds ballpark, having that local connection with the local companies is huge for us, and being able to grow with those people who like that company and into our ballpark and enjoy a nice game of baseball with it.
Yeah, I 100% like that. It sounds good. So since it has been growing a little bit, how do you want to keep that growth? Like, is there anything that you guys are planning on doing this next year? Anything that we could help with bringing in tables possibly?
I think tables would be especially the biggest thing as the season progresses and as we get deeper into summer. Ballparks have to fill up a lot more, especially on weekends when we have the night games and midday games and anything really we have, any kind of event we going on. We get more and more people coming in, especially as the Reds start to do better and better. Right now, they're not the best team, but attendance is definitely growing up, coming toward the last stretch of the season, getting more people into our restaurant or into our bar. At the same time, expanding what we have inside of our lot is crucial for us. So getting more tables, getting more chairs, providing a better atmosphere to those trying to get into our business is crucial for us.
Yeah, I agree. So, I just wanted to see if you were going to plan on expanding Bootleggers out into something like right outside of Great American as well, or if you guys wanted to just stay in the ballpark. Just because, ballpark beer is always very popular with that age group, but I wanted to see if you guys were going to either ever expand out for a greater audience or if you wanted to just stay within the ballpark.
I think our end goal is to ultimately end up outside the ballpark into one of our own restaurants. The expenses for that is still quite a ways away from what we are currently looking at. But in the end, I think our goal is to definitely end up outside there and really create something that's just our own. Obviously, you have with the ballpark and what they require us to sell and the pricing that they require. But having our own outside of that ballpark and making what we want and being able to expand the way that we would like to with our own place would be definitely a big goal for us eventually in the future.
Yeah. So switching topics just kind of a little bit off from that. So was there something recently that boosted sales or something that caused sales to go down to make you guys want to look into adding something to the bar within the ballpark? Like, has anything drastic happened recently, or is it just another interest?
I would say a little bit of both. Nothing too drastic has happened to us. Obviously, with school coming back in, attendance has gone down just a little bit. Not enough where it's going to hurt our business or kill us or anything like that, but enough where you notice the difference in it. And especially comes into play also with how the team does. If the team struggles, attendance is going to struggle. With attendance struggling, we start to struggle. And I think the biggest thing for us is being able to keep that audience, at the same time, like I said, grow that audience and make our experience inside of Bootleggers something that people would, A, want to get up and then get out of their seat for, and B, while they're at the game, come to us. Or even have people go to the game just for us. I know we have some customers that do that who are ticket holders and want to come to us because of that. Just because of the game, they want to come see us. So I would say a little bit of a mixture of both.
Yeah. So if you could have the image of the bar, like anything you like, any way you wanted your ideal image without the money limitations, what do you think? Since you have such a secluded space, because I just kind of wanted to see if there's anything we could help you with that would still stay in your budget to reach further to that goal.
For me, I think the biggest thing that we need is something to go in an empty space. Right now, if you go into our bar, you'll see the big long table where we take your order, all the taps and drafts behind us, and that's it. There's no TVs, no monitors, there's no tables or chairs. I think having something there and to fill that empty void would be a lot better. Right now, we have when it gets busy, people just kind of just stand around in there waiting for anything to pass by, waiting for people to move, and it just becomes a little bit clustered, but in a bad way. We want that cluster in a good way where people can sit down, relax, maybe have some monitors, have some high top chairs and tables, be able to enjoy the game without physically going out there, especially when we have rain delays or cold weather, rainy weather. Having something that people have a reason to stay there, not just the social aspect, being able to enjoy the game from the inside of the bar.
Yeah. So if you could think of, would it be adding just tables? Would it be adding just tables and chairs? Would you want a high top bar in the back side? Because I have been there, I've seen it. What do you think would be the ideal setup with adding the tables and chairs?
I think everything you said would be a great addition to us. Like I said, I think the big thing would be, I think step number one would be the high tables for us. That way to give people who are standing around something to put their beers on, put their snacks on, instead of just holding it and drinking it while they're there talking in a circle. We'd rather have them stay there, put their stuff on a table, and just feel more, I guess not inclusive, but feel more social and more open and comfy, home feeling for those.
So, what would the main goal of adding these tables and chairs be? Would it be to give the customers that come in a greater experience? Would it be to maximize profit as giving them a greater experience? Would it be to help the ballpark? Would it be to help you? Like, do you know what you would want? Like, what the greatest goal would be there?
I think in a way it'd be all three of those, especially bringing in more people and not just bringing them in, but keeping them in there, keeping them going with everything they like there, and just like I said, adding to that social aspect. And I'm sure the ballpark would love us for not only keeping people there, but bringing people in. I think that's the biggest thing is if you look homey from the outside and look comfy and look sociable and like I said, just, friendly all around, especially with tables and chairs. Having that inside that will make hopefully get people to want to not only come in but be able to stay, have a drink or two, and eventually, like I said, expand. Hopefully, get monitors, get some kind of TVs in there so they can watch the game and stay and not just grab one and leave.
Yeah. So based on all these responses today, is it fair to say that you'd be interested in a service that would help you to reach that goal, like us, or something else that would help you, including like something to get the TV monitors? Would that be something that would seriously interest you right now, since you want to improve on that?
I think it would definitely interest us, and we are obviously very looking into how we're going to get this accomplished, because I think right now, with the season coming down to a line, the off season is where we're going to improve, being able to build this from the October until opening day in April, having that, especially this is the building time. I think this would be the perfect opportunity for us to really play with, especially during the end of the season last month, being able to play with new ideas and implement them into the off season and go full blast once opening day and April comes around for the next season.
Yeah. So I think I have quite a good amount of information about the company and Bootleggers right now. I just wanted to thank you for meeting with me to assess your needs so I can further talk with my company and then talk to you at another date. So you will be hearing back from me soon. I'm so thankful you came in today.
Perfect. Thank you very much for all your help. I really appreciate it.
It was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.